Hasn't thrown a interception, obviously, in 3 games. Can a young quarterback sometimes be too cautious?
Well, we've talked about it over the years or weeks this season. You want to be smart, aggressive. You don't want to just be conservative for the sake of being conservative. So it's a balance there. And, we coach our quarterbacks to be aggressive when the time calls for it and let it rip. And then also understanding that taking care of the football is a big part of our job.
Cleveland just turned into a reality show nobody signed up for. Shedeur Sanders suddenly got benched, Kevin Stefanski started talking, and now the whole Browns locker room looks like a group chat after a breakup. And the truth Stefanski dropped? Let's just say it changes everything fans thought they knew about this team.
Shedeur will definitely be the backup, I'm assuming, for this game. Barring injury, is there any way the Browns would make that change if the offense is struggling?
There's going to be a call for it if Gabriel turns the ball over 3 times in the first half. Now, if they're handing off and punting, there's no reason to make a change. But if Gabriel is the reason they're in a hole to Miami at halftime, you know that stadium's going to be...
Cleveland might be freezing, but the quarterback room is on fire because Kevin Stefanski just confirmed what everyone's been whispering. Shedeur Sanders isn't even getting first-team reps. Not limited, not shared, none. And that says a lot.
Knowing you guys so well, give them any extra advantage?
Yeah, I understand the question. I think having a coach here in the last year, obviously you share a lot of things to each other. You talk about different philosophies and those type of things, but I don't know that there's, trade secrets, those type of things.
For weeks, fans swore this was all part of some secret master plan. That Shedeur was being developed, mentored, or slow-cooked for the perfect debut. Turns out he's just parked, and the keys aren't anywhere near his hands.
Before we get into this thing, I want to let y'all know Kevin Stefanski did his world-famous morning press conference, which we're going to listen to. I know y'all don't like it, but this is where the content is, bro. Got to give y'all real news, not just my opinions, but what he actually said. Now, with that being said, you would think with Shedeur Sanders being the second-string quarterback, he'll be getting first-team reps. Well, I'm here to tell you, Kevin Stefanski just stamped that he ain't, which is a shock to me, and it should be a shock to everyone else because it furthermore, explain to me that Kevin don't like 12.
Kevin Stefanski stood before the press like it was just another calm Friday. His voice stayed steady, expression flat, as if the locker room wasn't hanging by a thread. Then came the question about Shedeur's reps. Kevin didn't even blink.
Y'all, bro, Stefanski is babying and protecting the fuck out of Dylan Gabriel, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You've been giving him reps. You can't really say that, bro. We've been knew you've been giving him all the reps. How can you still say this? Are ready to agree with me that Stefanski has been sabotaging Shedeur. I really believe Stefanski is not investing his time and resources into developing Shedeur, getting Shedeur game ready, none of it. I really believe that. I don't know what's going on inside this facility, y'all, but I'm willing to bank on it that he's not getting Shedeur ready, bro.
Because when a coach says the rookie isn't even getting first-team snaps, that's not preparation, that's exile. And this whole thing is starting to look less like a strategy and more like a message.
Explain to me that Kevin don't like 12. He don't like them, bro. He ain't even getting them first-team reps still to this day, bro. So he pretty much is trying to kill the theory that Rizzo put out that Shedeur is going to play the last 4 games of the season. Because if he's not getting first-team reps, that's letting us know right there he's not playing. And they're not preparing him to play, which is crazy to me, bro, that we're sitting here. We got to deal with this damn dude week in, week out, playing with us, bro. Kevin Stefanski playing with us.
But here's the twist. Cleveland's offense hasn't exactly been electric, and the crowd's patience is evaporating faster than the play clock. Every time the camera finds Shedeur on the sideline, social media erupts, full of clips, reactions, and wild theories. Everyone's asking the same question. What exactly did he do to deserve being glued to the bench? Some think it's about performance. Some say it's politics.
In practice, Shedeur Sanders has been making a ton of progress. He looks really good. I've been saying this over and over again. If you put Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel side by side or one after the other in a 7-on-7 red zone drill, I think that Shedeur would probably win that drill much of the time. Or if you put them up against each other in a pockets drill where you're throwing the ball into the little pockets in the net, I think Shedeur would win that a lot of the time. But there are so many other things that you have to do. You have to be able to protect yourself. You have to be able to read the defense.
Whatever the reason, the tension's clear. This isn't football management, it's reality TV. And Stefanski's language doesn't help. Every week, the same recycled lines: development, progress, trust the process. The kind of coach talk that sounds deep but says nothing. Fans aren't buying it anymore. Because in the NFL, there's no process without production.
If they push Shedeur in the game for 2 minutes and he makes 2 throws, do you know how many questions Stefanski's going to have to answer?
Yeah.
He's going to have to answer that. So I think this is Shedeur. Just putting his hands up, man. Like, it's out of my control.
Like he's waving the white flag.
Not waving the right flag, because we all know that he wants to play. We see the kid training on his off days and all that. We know he wants to play. But I think this is him throwing his hands up like, man, it's not in my hands.
And Shedeur, he stays distant. Helmet off, head down, watching every rep that should have been his. He might not say a word, but his body language screams frustration. This was supposed to be his season to step in, shake things up, and take the Browns' offense into the future.
What do you make of Stefanski saying now that Gabriel is the quarterback, that Shedeur is not getting first-team reps?
Look, let me start by saying pro sports is not fair. So it's not fair. It's not, but that's pro sports.
Okay, so why was Gabriel getting first-team reps in training camp and behind Flacco, but Shedeur isn't afforded the same opportunity in practice?
Flacco was never the future.
Instead, Kevin Stefanski just slammed that door shut with one sentence. No first-team reps means no shot. And that means Shedeur's future is still sitting somewhere in waiting mode. Meanwhile, Stefanski's acting was unbothered, talking about defensive schemes, rush lanes, and game management, like the whole city isn't begging for a quarterback update.
I was mad at something that happened earlier in the show. Because, if you had not got me so worked into a shoot, which you did, if you had not got me worked into it, it wouldn't have done what it ended up doing. Because I had happened to have said that, hey, 4 minutes left, it wouldn't have been such a bad thing. I wouldn't have complained. I wouldn't have rolled my eyes, because I think I got roped into it because there were fans at the stadium chanting for Shedeur. Hold on, this ain't about him, though.
It's almost impressive how he keeps a straight face while dodging every real question. At this point, he's less of a coach and more of a professional magician, great at making things disappear, like accountability. And each week, the pressure builds. Because if Shedeur's not even getting practice reps with the starters, what's really going on behind closed doors?
Losing clearly and handily. Yeah. I think Shedeur just now realizes the Browns don't want me to play. They are not playing me under any circumstance.
Yeah. The Dolphins had their backup in the game. Why would you not?
Correct.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Well, that's because Shedeur's a different backup. They won the game, right? Well, my man had 90 yards passing.
Yeah.
They won the game off of defense.
Kevin calls it focus. Most people call it silence. But silence never lasts long in the NFL, not when the offense keeps stalling and the fan base keeps growing louder. This isn't just about one player anymore. It's about pride, control, and the collision of two strong personalities trying to run one team. Stefanski's protecting his authority.
Was the backup? You said he was getting some number one reps. Is that true with Shedeur?
No. I mean, with a young quarterback with Dylan starting, you want to make sure he gets a lot of the reps. Different when you have a veteran like Joe, I would tell you, Tony. But still getting reps in a bunch of periods.
Stefanski, you've been giving him the reps, bro. You've been giving him the reps. What are you talking about, Stefanski? Do we got to go back and show you the numbers, bro? Bro, he damn near had 50 more reps in the summertime than Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur's protecting his reputation, and both sides are running out of space to do it quietly. For now, the rookie stays on the sideline, the coach stays on script, and Cleveland stays confused. Because when a team's biggest mystery is its own quarterback, it's not a game plan. It's chaos disguised as strategy.